Hello guys, welcome to Roger's Gaming Pickups. Now, I haven't done a video for a few weeks. As I said at the end of the last video, the car routes were slowing down, and the one I go to regularly on Sunday has slowed down. There hasn't been as much, so that's why there's not been a video each week, because I haven't been picking up very much. But with that said, this is more like a month's worth of pickups than my regular week. So we're going to try and do one video at least a month. So I'll still be pleased if you're still subscribed, you're still watching, you're still enjoying. To new guys that come and watch and enjoy and subscribe, brilliant, thank you. We're still doing the 100 subscriber giveaway where you can win the Stealth Xbox headsets. What else? Yeah, we had some winners on the Evercade competition. Guys, I'm sorry, I haven't got your prizes sent out yet, but they are coming. Just please bear with me. I've been so busy. I've been doing my regular job. I've been doing my help you out job, and things with the family have been quite busy. But without further ado, we're gonna do this video. We're not gonna do it as car boot, particular shop, blah blah blah. I'll tell you where I got each item from as I do it. But first of all, we'll do some unboxings. So, here we go. Finally, this I picked up today. Now, it's not really a gaming pickup, but it's something I like, and that is the new Star Trek Voyager comic, which is set after Voyager gets home. This is issue 2. I have not read it yet. Obviously, it's got Tuvok on the front, having his if you watch the last episode of season 7, you know he's going through some sort of mind thing where he has to have a mind meld one of his families to recover. But in this alternative one, the storyline slightly changed, and obviously we've got this cover. So that's Star Trek Voyager issue 2, which I did pick up today. Very pleased with that. Can't wait to read that. So now this I got shortly after doing the last video. Now I know what it is. I haven't opened it, which we're going to do now. Right. It is what I think it is. So, Evercade. Taito Arcades 1 and 2 now have Bubble Bubble on the Evercade. Yes! Space Invaders, lots of other things. Let's run over the games. Which one's that? Taito Arcade 1, Bubble Bubble, Chuck and Pop, Colony 7, Don Dockle Don, Growl, which is supposed to be quite good, Parrot Pete, Ramius, Space Invaders, and The Legend of Cage. And on Taito Arcade 2, Alpine Ski, Elevator Action, Kiki Kai Kai, Liquid Kids, Operation Wolf, which you can play with a mouse, Rastan, The Electric Yo-Yo, The New Zealand Story, and Volified. I think it's Volified. I haven't played them yet. They're sealed. I've had them for a little while. My Evercade's not set up, otherwise I would show you Game of the Month, which I might do a little video for that if I've got time, just to show you how to set it up and that. So subscribe, like, come and watch that. That's another pickup. And we have one more, which I don't think is gaming, but we're going to open it and have a look. Nice big box. Trusty dusty knife. Open. Oh look. tons of packaging, corner protectors, which are sealed to plastic. Those that know what this is from Shozy store, which I ordered. Let's do the bubble wrap if we can get into it. Try not to ruin the packaging inside. It's not letting me in. It's not letting me in. Oh, come on. Oh. Wow. We're getting in somehow. There we go. Corner protectors are coming off. There's, wow, they're solid. Unfortunately, I've done a little slit in the cardboard box, but I'm not worried about that because what I want is inside the box, so hopefully that's not damaged. Da, 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 da. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're getting there. There you go. Will it come out? Yes. It's only a plain box, nothing there, but this is Star Toys tracks. Now, anybody who had Masterpiece Transformers tracks knows I have a bugbear with that Masterpiece Transformers feet. I love the alt mode of it, but I have a bugbear with feet. And look at this. He looks like he came out of the comic. Feet look awesome. I've heard the Transformers an absolute twat. Oh, excuse me. Well pleased with that. Cost me a bit, but well pleased with that. So that's my Transformer pickup today. There you are. Look at all around the box. All around the box. Star Toys. Caution: do not eat your toy. Tracks. Needs an Autobot sign, but we'll get there. But you might not see that, but I thought I'd show it to you anyway. So let's start off with the first week after the car boot. Now, I didn't pick up any games that weekend, first week in September, but I picked up a Blu-ray steelbook, which was Interstellar. Now, I haven't got any Blu-ray steelbooks. Very nice condition. Space film. I like space. Space station on front. I've never watched this. I still haven't watched it, even though it's been sat on my side for a couple of weeks. Looking forward to that one. So, where are we going to start now? Where should we start? Right, let's start with PlayStation 2. We'll do it in games today. PlayStation 2. First one we picked up was Formula 1 Challenge, and I believe it's complete. I only paid £1 for that from CEX. Very pleased. Next one, which is very strange pickup. I don't usually go out to pick sports games pickups. People who know me know I like watching football. I like playing football games on the PlayStation. But this is Irish football. Gaelic Games football. That also was £1. Don't know if it's any good. Never played it. This has come out of the thing. It is complete. As you see, the manual's in there. Gaelic Games football. This one I can't remember if I paid £1 or £2 for. This was from my mate at the car boot, Terry. Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2. I may have paid £1 or £2 now. Anybody who's got a manual, yes please, if you've got one. Really pleased for that. Good game. Not bad trading on it, but keeping that because I like Need for Speed Hot Pursuits. And last on the PlayStation 2. Now, I don't know too much about this. Now, shout goes out to Stevie T. Thank you, Steve, who sold me this Fahrenheit for PlayStation 2 Very rare, nice cardboard sleeve. There's the game. Like I said, I don't know too much about it. It says guilty is a chilling feeling. Ooh. So it could be a mystery. That is Fahrenheit. So next we'll do some Xbox 360s. This one was from the car boot, 50p, complete, nice condition, Dead Rising. I know the manual's in there, I've checked. Well pleased with that, especially at 50p. And then I picked this up for 50 pence as well, Alan Awake. Now, that's complete as well. Also in nice condition. Very pleased with that. Now, here's a rarity for an Xbox 360 game. Picking this up from AA Phone Fix. Thank you, Arthur. We picked up Perfect Dark Zero, but look at this. This has got a sleeve. This is a steelbook. And it's in very nice, complete condition. Now, I do have Perfect Dark Zero on the Xbox 360, but I haven't got this version of it, but I do now. Very pleased for that. So if anybody needs an Xbox Perfect Dark Zero, let me know. Moving on. Going back on to AA Phone Fix, and we picked up a shooting game. Mad Dog McCree. Now, I love light gun games, and I know this hasn't got a good reputation, but when I saw it in the shop, I had to have it. So, really pleased with that. So, go to AA Phone Fix, get your Wii games. There's lots to show from AA Phone Fix on this video. I've obviously been helping out down there. You can find me down there Fridays and some Saturdays if you want to come and say hello, look at the games, ask me any gaming questions. I can try and help you, point you in the direction of good games. So that was our solitary Wii pickup. Remember, this is over a month. Moving on to the next game. Picked this up at the car boot for £2, and that was Ark Survival Evolved, which I've heard is a good game. I don't think CEX trading price as much, but you're not buying it for what they sell it to you, what they do in trade voucher for from them. But that was £2, and that was Ark Evolved. And moving on to my favourites. This is the PS3, and this is PS3 Essentials. So, we picked up Lego Marvels, which unfortunately we already have, but this is going to my mate Jay, so he can play it with his grandkids. And I'm sure he'll enjoy that one. Next one we picked up was this one from CEX, and that is Cars 2 on the Essentials. Now, I've never even seen this one on there before. It's complete, it's in nice condition. Very pleased with that. Cars 2, one I don't have. And then the next one, because we got another Essentials game, which we got for £1. I've got a story on this one. The guy picked it up, he was seconds in front of me. He picked it up and he was umming and ahhing over it. He bought it off a lady for £1. And I said to him, how would about that if you didn't have it? And he was like, all right then. And finally, he caught up with me 5 minutes later and he said, I don't really want it. You can have it if you want it. And, oh, what do you want for it? And he said £2. And I knew he was a reseller. I had no argument giving him £2. Unfortunately, I didn't have £2. And Logan was with me. He only had £1. And I only had a note. And the other guy didn't have any change. So he said, here, give me £1. So we got his £1 back. He said, have it. He said, enjoy it. And I said to him, because I had those Xbox games, I said, did you want one of those to go with £1? And he was like, no, you can have it. It's fine. You're a collector. And I know you're not going to sell it and go and make anything off it, and which is true. I bought it for myself, and that is Sleeping Dogs. Complete. Stupid sticker on it, but complete. I think you do some WD-40 dab and sticker and it'll take it off, or a hairdryer or something. Have to be careful because it's paper on paper. But Sleeping Dogs. So, 3 essentials. Very good. Right. So, next console up is the Wii U. And what did we pick up? Well, first of all, back at AA Phone Fix. Like I said, you'll hear it a lot in this video. We picked up Mario Smash Tennis on the Wii U. Now, Arthur does some great prices. That was a $5 in there. You can go in there, go and see him yourself. He'll beat CEX prices. If you find it's cheaper at CEX, just tell him. He'll still beat CEX prices. Smash Tennis. But then also, we picked this one up as well on the Wii U. And that was the Super Mario Maker box set with the special photo album. Now, I had Mario Maker. I didn't have it in the box set, which is gone to Gaming Grandad. But we've got this to replace it with. So, I'm very happy. Couple more Mario games. Next up, and off to Cash Converters. Had to go and get a prescription. Pop into Cash Converters, that's next door. I should do. And they had these two on offer for £2 each, both on the PlayStation 5. So I picked up F1 22 and F1 Manager 22. Now, they're only £2 each, but there's a great trade-in on them. So, I think they're good pickups. I'd probably keep them. I do like my racing games. Next. Right, I'm going to do this in a certain order. This is on the PlayStation 4. So first of all, back to the car boots. Thank you, Terry. Terry actually gave me this. It was FIFA 16 in a steelbook. He knew the game was worth hardly anything at all. And as you know, I buy FIFA 16 just to replace PlayStation 4 cases with. But this is a steelbook. Very nice steelbook. One for the collection. Next from the car boot was Thief. Paid £1 for that on PlayStation 4. We also paid £1 for the Shadow of Mordor Game of the Year edition, which I'm very pleased with because I've been told that's a great game. Then this is from the Cash Converters on the other side of town. We picked up Tempest 4000. It had £7. They reduced it to 4, so it came home with me. Very pleased with that. Love Atari games. Tempest 4000. And last one, not the least one, this is something very special. I picked this up off Arthur. Now, I owe Arthur for this, but he knows I'm good and I'll pay him for it. And he let me fetch it home to show you. He sold me a sealed copy of Final Fantasy Origins 1-6. Really pleased with that. And it's sealed, and I don't know if I want to open it or not. I probably will because I've always wanted to play on the original games. Final Fantasy Origins, what a game. Really, really pleased with that one. And the pile is growing. So, we'll do the retro at the end. We'll do this one next. And this is on the Nintendo 3DS. And that is Dead or Alive Dimensions, because I like a fighting game. Looks very good on the box. All in there. I believe this is from Arthur. I believe Arthur done that one for me as well. I think it was £4. What a game. Really pleased with that. Like Dead or Alive, Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat. All those sort of games, the Neo Geo fighting games, Fatal Fury, Art Fighting, World Heroes, those sort of games. And now we'll do one more. And we pick this up, and it's another Steelbook, but it's a Steelbook for the Nintendo Switch, and that is Monster Hunter Rise. Now, Logan saw this in CEX. It's there. There's no special gum. There's a little printed bit there. And now it's gone. So, we picked this up in CEX. Really like the case. Really pleased to have a Steelbook Nintendo Switch game in my collection. I think it was about 10, 12 quid, something like that. So, my first Switch Steelbook. Right, so we're going to do some retro now. First one, and looking back at you, Stevie T. Now, if you don't know if you saw Steve T's video the other week where he picked up an N64 box game from Cash Converters. Sorry, Steve. From Cash Converters, box with instructions for a tenner. Great game. I'd seen it in there. I am denied because I like buying N64 games, but I actually like buying them loose. So I told Steve, he went and bought it and sold me his loose copy for £3. And that was the Magical Tetris Challenge on the N64. Really pleased with that. Thank you, Steve. And he also gave me that £1 he owed me, which I wasn't bothered about, but thank you, Steve. I spent that last week at the car boot, as you know. So, what should we do now? We'll do these first. So, in AA Phone Fix with Arthur, chatting to a customer a few weeks back, he'd sold a load of Pokemon stuff to Arthur, all official stuff, and we were chatting, and somehow the story of fake games came up, and he said, "Oh, I've got a couple at home," and I said, "Oh, well, fetch them in and I'll give you something for him." And he went, "All right then." But when I was off, because I don't always help Arthur out, I didn't go back in for a week. And Arthur said, "Oh, this guy brought these in for you." So thank you to that chap for Pokemon Ruby. It's a fake, but it's there. And Pokemon Emerald. Like I said, it's a fake, but I've got them. I've got them to play. Didn't cost me anything. Thank you very much, mate. Don't condone knockoffs. Not usually. Not for a collection, but as for a little mess around and play, they just go in my collection. They won't go anywhere else. And then we also picked this up with my voucher from CEX, because when I said CEX, for the most part in this video, I had a voucher where I did a trade from bits I brought off the car boot the last few months and got some games. And this was, again, on the Game Boy Advance, Nintendo Classics Donkey Kong. Very pleased with that. I can't remember how much that was, £5 or £6. Right, next. Next, we're going a bit more retro with some Game Boy games. Now, I'm going to do my best to show you. I put them all into cases. I hope you can see them. That's Bugs Bunny's Crazy Castle 3. I can't remember what I paid for that. I think that's from the car boot for £1, which I was pleased about. The lady had another one, and that was Skateboarding, again, £1. It says £2 on the back, but it wasn't. It was £1. I'm sure it was £1. And then Arthur done me 2 games on a deal. He done me Rayman on the Game Boy Color, which I heard is quite good. And he done me a game I've never even heard of, never even seen. Now, this one's a little bit yellowed around the edges, but it's fine. It's in my loose collection. I might try and clean it up somehow. And that was Out of Gas. Never even seen that before. I've played it. I had a quick go the other day. You go around shooting targets. You got to shoot all the targets, obviously, before you run out of gas. and it gets harder as you get on and on and on. You get enemies and things like that. Now, very pleased with those. Always pleased to add to the Game Boy collection. And again, it's a collection that I collect loose for normally. Right, next. Not too much to go. A couple of games, and then we'll show you some other bits. Next, we picked up the Flintstones from AA Foam Fix from Arthur. Loving a good platformer. Love retro series. Was big Flintstones fans growing up. And that's Flintstones on the Master System. And then we also picked this up, which I didn't have. Now this is boxed and complete with the manual. And that is Land of Illusion Mickey Mouse, the Master System version. I'm sure I had it on the Mega Drive, or World of Illusion on the Mega Drive. Very similar. But like I said, this is complete manual. Very nice condition. Again, from AA Foam Fix. Thank you, Arthur. On the Master System. We don't pick up too many Master System games, as you know. Which takes me down to the last game on the Mega Drive. Wasn't very expensive. £4 I think I paid for it. Not a great game at all, but great for my collection. And that is Bubsby. Now, I don't believe there's a manual. No, there isn't. The game's a little tatty at the top, but it's there. And the box is a little bit yeah, like I said, it's only £4. Very pleased with that. We don't pick up many Mega Drive games, as you know. And that is the last of the games. But that's not the last of today. So, car boot. The week before last, Steve and Logan come up to me, saying to me, there's a guy over there selling the GameCube. I was like, oh, all right, now I'll go and have a look. So, trotted over, had a look to see this sorry state GameCube sat on his table. I asked him how much he wanted. He wanted £15. Now, £15 for a GameCube, which has no port covers, has half a memory card stuck in slot 2, which thankfully Arthur managed to get out, because as you know, if you get something stuck in the slot, you can't take the case out to get it out. So Arthur somehow managed to cut it out, so now we can have memory card nicely in either side. And it came with all the cables. It came with an official controller, an official black controller, which was strange for this GameCube, because I'm going to tell you why in a second. But it also didn't come with the GameCube top. So, Umdenard bought it off the guy, took it home. Like I said, it had an official pad, so I knew I'd get the trade value back in it just for the pad. Opened it up. We have a free game. The guy had promised me faithfully it worked. I tested it. It does work. We had Spartan free. I've had a quick go on it. Not sure it's my cup of tea really. But we had a quick go. Looked at the GameCube. Thought, what can we do? So what could we do? This is what we did. This is another unboxing, but I had to unbox it because I need to know what was in it. That's not good. So we brought in this bag. These are all official. Don't want to see that. We brought the official port covers, all in nice condition. So this little beast now has port covers, but I'm not going to put them on yet because there's a reason. I'll show you that in a minute. So we brought the port covers. I think we paid £7 postage for them second hand, which is actually not bad, getting all free. We also Went to iUp. They call this the GameCube Dual. Now, they can be very, very expensive. The cheapest I saw was 12 quid. I wasn't sure if I wanted to go down that route because I just thought I want a GameCube just to sit on the shelf, which I can test things with. But before I show you this, what I'm going to put in there in a second, I need to tell you what GameCube this is. The guy sold me this. Black bottom on this, silver GameCube. This, I believe, is the Resident 4 GameCube. Resident Evil 4 GameCube. We've tried to have a bit of a clean. It's still a little bit murky on top, but it's not the official gamepad, so somebody's obviously sold the gamepad. Somebody's obviously sold the Dual as well and taken it into this guy. And he's gone, oh yeah, I'll take it off you. He probably hasn't paid much for it at all. But it's fully working. Nothing wrong with it. Now, I've got the port covers I just showed you to throw it. And I've got this to go on the top, which I am just going to quickly put in to show you. Now, I bought this on eBay. Seller offered it to me for £4.88 posted. So now, even though it's not Resident Evil 4 GameCube right now, it is now Pokemon GameCube. Look at that. Look at that's an exquisite finish. The only thing I had to do, I had to sand down the little tab because it was flush with the Dual, which meant it couldn't tab in underneath, so I sanded it down. And now, it's brilliant. It's got the little clicky bits which click in to hold it in place. It's not going anywhere. But, like I said to you, this video is not over. One more thing to show you. And again, this is thanks to AA Phone Fix. Thank you, Arthur. I know I owe you a few quid. But you know you'll get it and more. So, without further ado, let me install this. Remember how to do it for you, which I think holds on to your horses. Is that the right way? Is that the right way? That's the right way. Now this should just click on like that. There is a couple of screws, but we're not going to screw it on. And that is the Game Boy adapter. Now, I put it onto this GameCube because it's got a black bottom. I do have a black Nintendo GameCube. Now, Arthur done this for me as part of a trade, and because I had a few issues a few weeks ago, which Arthur really helped me out with, so you can't go wrong with him. He is such a brilliant guy. I've got a GameCube player, which I'm stoked for. This was one of the things I was hoping to pick up by the end of the car boots. And he also had the disc for it. So now I've got fully functional Nintendo GameCube and Game Boy player, which really, really has made the month. And hopefully, if you see this on eBay, you see the guy selling it, tell him I sent you. I got a little discount, but you might as well if he makes you an offer. And you know, I think I can live with that. I can live with not being the official GameCube one in the top. That looks so good. It's got a lovely glossy finish. I can't get over it's only $4.88. The guy sent me pictures that he's going to get more, so we might buy some more just for spares, just in case we ever come across another GameCube without that bit of game. But anyway, let's round the video off, because that is everything in today's video. And I know we've been going for a little while now, probably been going for about 35 odd minutes. Just going to pop that there. Right, so as I said, the videos probably won't be each week unless something comes up I really think I need to show you about. So first of all, thank you, Stephen, Stevie T Films. Check him out. Thank you, AA Phone Fix. Thanks, Arthur, so much for everything you've done. I know I've been helping you out, but you have been such a legend. You've done me some fantastic games this last couple of months. You've done me some fantastic consoles. What can I say? I'm so pleased to help. I'll help you anytime, you know that. Who else? Thank you, Gaming Grandad, for always giving me support. Your game group's coming on fine. Go and check out his latest video. I won't tell you what happens, but go and check it out. Thank you to Tony Tech Pal. Who else? Thank you to. You know, I haven't done a video for so long, I can't remember everybody's names. Derek off Twitter, which is can't remember Derek. It's been a month. Everything's slipped my mind. You know, go check my videos out. You know who Derek is. He's on he's on Twitter. He's got massive following of computers and games and Evercade and things. I'm sure I'll mention it on the next video. Thank you to Nicole. Nicole's also got a YouTube channel. Thank you to Green Bruce Chris. Thank you to Crispin Boot Pickens. Thank you to all those new subscribers that joined the other day. Thank you. We're getting there on the 100 subscribers. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Remember, enjoy your games. There will be gameplay videos coming soon because I have to pick the laptop up next week, which means hopefully the videos will get an upgrade. The videos will get an actual introduction beginning, which I might need to call on one person of you to help me make that happen because I'm no good with intros. And I think that's about it. So please like, subscribe, enjoy your video games, and I'll see you on the next one. Ta-ta.